Ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from Atlanta, Georgia, it's showtime! Introducing to you first the challenger on my right, fighting out of the blue corner tonight, seeking his third division world title. Wearing white trunks with yellow and silver trim, the young star of boxing from Baltimore and representing his adopted home of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighed in at 139 3/4 pounds with a sensational record of 24 wins, no losses. He has 23 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the popular and acclaimed three-time two-division world champion, the hard-hitting, current and undefeated WBA super featherweight and WBA lightweight champion of the world, introducing Gervonta Tank Davis.
On Netflix, to those of you joining us right here in Texas, are you ready to make history? Let's meet the fighters. First, fighting out of the blue corner, silver and chrome trunks. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in at 227.2 pounds. He holds a near perfect professional record of 10 victories, 1 defeat, with 7 of those wins coming by way of knockout. And he fights out of Dorado, Puerto Rico, by way of Cleveland, Ohio, USA. He is the multi-talented superstar who bridged the gap between social media and professional boxing. Boxer, a content creator, an entrepreneur, a philanthropist, and a promoter, and the self-proclaimed of boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the problem child, Jake Paul!
The arena lights blaze, the music hits, and the energy is undeniable. Gervonta Tank Davis, a proven superstar, makes his walk to the ring with the confidence of a champion who has seen it all. Moments later, Jake Paul follows. Once a YouTube entertainer, now a fighter stepping into the biggest moment of his career. The atmosphere erupts as thousands of fans rise, cameras fire, and the noise surges to a fever pitch. This isn't just another matchup on the card, it's a collision of power, personality, and pride. Tank enters to defend his dominance, his legacy, and the reputation of traditional boxing. Jake enters carrying momentum, controversy, and the chance to shock the world once again. What unfolds next will decide more than a winner. It will decide whose story defines this moment in boxing history. For fans everywhere, this is the kind of spectacle that makes the...
On the ring, Gervonta Davis just posted that he would beat the brakes off of you if you guys fight.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. Like, I'll be super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Jake Paul's shocking victory over the legendary Mike Tyson has done more than grab headlines. It cemented his position as a legitimate contender in the world of professional boxing. What once sounded impossible is now forcing even the sports veterans to take notice. It hasn't taken long for big names to weigh in. RBBV, a respected figure in the ring, openly questioned how Paul might fare against today's undisputed champion, but admitted the door is wide open for surprises. Turv, another notable name, went a step further, saying he'd be eager to see Paul tested again under the bright lights. Paul's ability to generate buzz, combined with his undeniable skill in self-promotion, means that even matchups once considered fantasy, like a clash with PBF2, suddenly feel within reach. But looming over every conversation is the ultimate question. How would Jake Paul...
How easy of a fight is Jake Paul? How easy of a fight is Jake Paul?
I don't want to say any bad things. I think he doing good things for his own team, but boxing is a little bit different when you fight in a...
At this point, I'm not interested in that kind of fights. I always try to fight in these days because it's very important for our people from Mexican days. So it's important. It's important to represent my country in this special day. Represent Mexico. That's why I try to not fight Mexican fighters. But at the end of the day, this fight is gonna be good for Mexico. So 2 Mexicans in the Cinco de Mayo weekend in Las Vegas. Everybody's watching.
Jake Paul's meteoric rise in boxing hasn't gone unnoticed, even by the sports elite. Fresh off a stunning knockout victory, he immediately set his sights higher, calling out Salt Canelo Alvarez and proposing a headline-grabbing Puerto Rico versus Mexico showdown, an event that could redefine the current landscape of boxing. This isn't mere bravado. Paul is signaling that he's no longer just a celebrity with a pair of gloves. He's a fighter with ambition, vision, and a desire to cement a lasting legacy. Each move, each challenge is part of a bigger strategy to test himself against the very best and prove that his success is earned, not engineered. For Paul, it's not about a single fight.
43-0, 34 knockouts. He's only 27 years old. He's never fought someone like Canelo Alvarez. What do you think of him as an opponent?
He's a great fighter. He's strong. He throw a lot of punches. He have a winner mind. So it's gonna be a good fight because he come with all and I come with all. So it's gonna be a very good fight. That's why I feel so proud about this fight, because you need to fight it with the same mentality to have a great fight. And I think this is the perfect fight to do.
Does it excite you? Does it give you more motivation to fight a young up-and-comer who, doesn't have a loss yet on his record?
Yeah, of course. That motivate me a lot. That make me feel excited because, I just want to show everybody who's the best, who is Canelo, and what I am in this point. So I feel very, very motivated.
Canelo Alvarez has left the door ajar for a potential showdown with Jake Paul, offering only a cautious maybe later. For now, however, the Mexican superstar is focused on other high-profile goals, prioritizing the trajectory of his career over a flashy challenge. Jake Paul, of course, isn't slowing down. He continues to push for the fight, using every platform available to make his case and keep fans talking. But Canelo's approach is measured. He's intent on protecting the integrity and legacy he spent years building inside the ring. Meanwhile, American boxing and MMA star Clarissa Shields didn't hold back. She criticized Canelo for avoiding the matchup, telling him to just shut his mouth and take the fight. At the same time, Shields voiced her frustration with Paul, suggesting his rise has created chaos in the boxing world, a strategy she claims designed as much to stir the pot as it is to win fights. The stage is set for ongoing tension both inside and outside the ring.
Now this is what I want to understand about the men's in boxing. This is what I want to understand.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
This is what the GWOT don't understand.
Yeah, we'll let China.
If Jake Paul, right, and y'all complain and say, oh, he's not a real boxer, he's bad for boxing, this and that, he ain't that good of a boxer, why the hell y'all won't get in the ring and fight him and beat him? Couldn't no girl from YouTube come to boxing and Clarissa Shields don't get in the ring and whoop her ass and send her back to YouTube? Which one of you guys who Jake Paul is calling out, and I'm even gonna say this for the King Canelo, if Jake Paul is calling you all time out, he can beat you in a fight, why won't you just whoop his ass?
Yes. Like, for real.
Just do it. What is all this? Oh, he hasn't earned the fight with me. He isn't that great. He's not a real boxer. Well, show him he's not a real boxer.
Former professional champion Andre Ward, widely regarded as a serious test for any fighter, has openly stated he would be willing to step into the ring with Jake Paul. Ward acknowledges Paul's rapid rise and the attention he's drawn, but he makes a clear distinction. Much of Paul's success has been built around creating entertainment spectacles, rather than proving himself against elite-level competition. While Ward respects the work Paul has put in, he also challenges him to face a legitimate contender if he truly wants to cement his credibility in the sport. According to Ward, a fighter's legitimacy isn't measured by headlines or hype. It's measured by the caliber of opponents they conquer, the battles fought in real championship settings, and the discipline displayed inside the ring. For Paul, this represents both a challenge.
I've been retired 7 years. I ain't touched a boxing gym in 7 years. Why y'all want me to fight Jake? Gotta say my name, though. I can't even entertain it. You gotta say my name. Ain't nobody said my name in 7 years. There's a reason for that. You gotta say my name. We might be able to talk about it. Maybe something I can think about, but it's time that bro start, he gotta fight somebody that's a real threat, because we know he can sell. We know all.
When Tyson did land, did you feel his power? Did he hurt you?
No, not at all. I just ate that shit. But I just saw everything.
Francis Ngannou, the reigning heavyweight champion of combat sports, didn't hold back when Jake Paul's potential clash with Mike Tyson came into the spotlight. Taking to social media, Ngannou voiced his frustration, calling the matchup a robbery, and joking that if he ever crossed paths with Paul, he might have to slap him 2 or 3 times. Beneath the humor, there's a clear signal. Ngannou is open to testing himself against Paul in the ring. At the same time, Gervonta Tank Davis joined the fray with a stern challenge of his own. After Paul announced his fight with the 58-year-old retired legend Tyson Davis, openly questioned the legitimacy of the matchup, labeling it unfair and criticizing Paul's choice of opponent. Paul, never one to stay silent, responded with sharp mockery, poking fun at Davis's height and dismissing the criticism as an attention-grabbing tactic. What started as a single announcement quickly evolved into a heated back and forth with top fighters and rising stars alike weighing in. The exchanges highlight just how much—
Yeah, I mean, I'll be down. Let's run it. I'll be super, super down. I don't know if
Gervonta needs Jake Paul. Let's be clear, right?
Colby Chaos of Covington, the former UFC title challenger and one of MMA's most recognizable personalities, has made it clear he's eager to step into the ring with Jake Paul. Known for his unrelenting intensity inside the octagon, Covington has been preparing rigorously, treating the prospect of facing Paul with the seriousness of a high-stakes professional matchup. He's confident, well-trained, and ready to bring his signature aggression to the boxing ring. For Covington, this isn't just about another fight. It's a chance to prove himself in a completely new arena, while testing the limits of Paul's skills against a seasoned combat sports veteran. With both fighters primed in the hype building, this potential showdown promises sparks, spectacle, and a collision of worlds that—
Love the fight. He's talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure, I'm definitely. That's all I've been practicing the last couple of years, just straight boxing, man. Boxing and wrestling. So I know I can mix up the hands and implement that Tyson Fury style where I really just drag on you, I wear on you, and I just get in the clinch and dirty box and just put the pressure on. No one can keep up.
In a recent interview, Colby Chaos Sington didn't mince words about Jake Paul's standing as a boxer. He described Paul as somewhat soft, pointing out the gap in experience between the YouTuber-turned-fighter and seasoned professionals like himself. Sington made it clear that his strategy wouldn't rely on hype or theatrics. Instead, he plans to lean on his cardio, technical boxing, and wrestling skills to wear Paul down, outlast him, and ultimately take control inside the ring. For fans, these comments add another layer of anticipation. Sington isn't just talking.
Nah, he don't look like a real boxer, a pro boxer that's been training the last 10 years. So, he needs to come see me one day. A guy that's in his prime that's going to walk him down and have that cardio. So,
did you expect him to knock Mike Tyson out tonight?
I did, yeah. I thought, Mike's a little bit older. He had a problem. They had to push back the first fight because, he had like a stroke on a plane or something like that.
Yeah,
so, I was just scared. I didn't want to see Mike get hurt. I'm happy he's walking out of that ring and he's healthy tonight. So, super happy. Everything went well, and it was a spectacle. All the fans enjoyed the show.
You want to fight Jake Paul?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'd love to fight him. He's talked a lot of shit about me in the past. I'd love to see him back it up. For sure, I'm definitely. That's all I've been practicing the last couple of years, just straight boxing, man. Boxing and wrestling. So I know I can mix up the hands and implement that Tyson Fury style where I really just drag on you, I wear on you, and I just get in the clinch and dirty box and just put the pressure on. No one can keep up with me. That's why they call me the cardio king.
Yes, sir. What happens if you fight Jake? How do you knock him out?
Just pressure, get him tired. Look, he don't like to fight in the pocket. He likes to sit back, 1-2. Sit back, 1-2. That's all he's got. He ain't got shit. A little bit of a hook.
Another name circulating as a potential challenge for Jake Paul is professional boxing star Terence Crawford. While Crawford hasn't officially called out Paul, he recently weighed in on Mike Tyson's exhibition fight with Jake, offering an unfiltered take. Acknowledging his respect for Tyson, Crawford didn't hold back, tweeting, "I love Mike Tyson, but they give him too much credit. He looked like trash. To train that long and only throw 97 punches the whole fight is crazy. I'm just glad he didn't get hurt out there." Meanwhile, Logan Paul has been a vocal supporter of his younger brother. After Jake's high-profile victory over Tyson, Logan praised him for shutting down critics and proving that he can hold his own against one of the greatest legends in boxing history. Logan's remarks highlighted not just the spectacle of the fight, but the significance of Jake's achievement in the sport. Between Crawford's critique and Logan's praise, the stage is set for Jake Paul to continue making...
Absolutely stupendous.
What did you think of Mike Tyson?
I love Uncle Mike. He's just such a, I mean, like, that was impressive, no? For a 58-year-old. Hi, how are you? That was, yeah, he's like tough, proud of him, weathered the storm, a young brute named Jake Paul. I think Jake let him live. I do. He wants to fight you, bro.
Yeah, he wants to fight you next. What about that?
I think he wants money. I don't think he wants to fight me.
Would you take the fight?
No.
Why?
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Logan. One time, bro. Hey, bro, but I'm not the boxer. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Which one is best? Tell me your predictions in the comment section below. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed the video.